Hi, good morning.
Good morning,
How are you
sir.
doing?
I'm very fine.
This is IELTS speaking test being conducted at Landmark Education Butwal. My name is Ujjwal Pandichetri. May I know your full name, please?
My name is Sadiksha Pokhrel. You could also call me Sadiksha.
And where do you come from?
I am from Butwal, Janakinagar.
May I see your identification, please?
Here it is.
Right, thank you. Before moving to the speaking test, we'll have three sections, three parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. For part 1 of the test, I'll ask you a few questions, just basic questions, alright? Okay, let's start by knowing about your hometown. Let's talk about your hometown. Where is your hometown?
I was actually born here in Butwal. Back when I was a child, this place used to be a little secluded and not many people knew about it. But nowadays, it has become a major trade hub for a lot of businesses. And I think the best thing about this place is its natural beauty. Even though it has progressed so much over the years, it still hasn't lost its natural component. And I really love that about it.
And how important is your hometown to you?
My hometown has always been a very important aspect of my life because maybe it's because of the fact that I've spent 18 years of my life living here. And this place has seen all my hardships and this place has seen me succeed. I've made so many memories over the time that I could cherish for the rest of my life as well.
So, is there anything you'd like to change about the place you live in?
I live in a very lively neighborhood right now. The people around my house are very friendly and sweet as well. But if there was something that I would want to change, it would be the fact that the street lights in my town are very much broken. They are either broken or under renovation most of the times. And I think if the community council could address that problem, it would be a better place for people.
Right, so now let's talk about your lifestyle. What do you do in your free time?
In weekdays, I'm mostly at college or I'm completing my assignments from my college. So whenever I get free times or on weekends, I try to spend it with my family members, particularly my sisters, because I get along with them a lot. And I try to watch as many movies as possible whenever I get my free time. I try to stroll around my house and neighborhood, having different kind of meals.
And do you lead an active lifestyle?
I would believe I do because I did try to join a gym a month ago, but I couldn't go regularly because of my schoolwork and studies. But I still do try to wake up early in the morning every single day and start my day with a exercise.
What would you like to change about your lifestyle?
It would definitely be my eating habits because I eat a lot of junk food and it has become very concerning. It's not even a joke anymore. Like, I have been having stomach problems because of that. And I have been trying to have more nutritious food, but if there is an obsession, it is hard to get rid of it. So I think it would take time.
Okay, so now let's talk about cinema. How often do you go to the cinema?
Not very often, maybe once or twice in a month. Even and it's even when my friends try to convince me to go because I don't really like going out that much. I like my personal space a lot, so I like sitting in my living room and watching movies on my television a lot.
What are the advantages of seeing a film at the cinema?
I don't think there are many advantages, but if I had to list some, the first one would be probably that I could spend more time with my friends. And the next one would be that I could watch the movies beforehand everybody else, because obviously the movies are broadcasted firstly in the cinema before coming to any other OTT platforms.
Okay, now do you like watching advertisements?
Absolutely not. Nowadays, absolutely not. But back in the days, I used to love watching advertisements because when we are watching a TV show, there used to be advertisement breaks, and the advertisements were so creative back then, and they had a little fun element to them. But nowadays, advertisements have been just complex and boring, so it's very monotonous as well.
What, according to you, makes a good advertisement?
I think the major factor of making an advertisement is the creative factor, because if an advertisement cannot grab the attention of people, it would obviously not make a good product as well. So if there could be use of visual effects and sound effects, it would, I think, make a better advertisement.
Well, thank you. With that, we come to the end of the speaking test part 1. Now, for the second part of the test, I'll give you a cue card. You'll have a minute to prepare for your answers. You'll have to speak for about 2 minutes.
If I ever got an opportunity, I would really want to start a small cafe or a restaurant which specializes in serving different cuisines or beverages from all over the world. I really want to do this business because I think it would be beneficial and would be able to succeed in the Nepali market, because obviously all of the people of Nepal have not tried different cuisines from all over the world. So I think it would be a little bit more convenient for them to have those cuisines in a particular place, and they would even want to try it because of curiosity as well. And I would want to start this business maybe in the next 5 years when I have completed my bachelor's exam as well, because I think I would have the proper expertise at the time, and I would be able to have financial stability as well, because obviously in a business you need to invest some money, if not more. So I would try to establish this business in a very popular area so that people would be able to come without any problems, and the inflow of the customers will be stable as well. And I've still not started this business, however, because I think I am not very capable of it, as I am very young of age, and I do not have the enough income to even start a business at this moment, and I want to focus more on my studies right now.
Okay, since you spoke about business in part 2, I'll be asking some things related to business, types of businesses, for part 3 of the test. Let's start by knowing about your opinion, right? In your opinion, do business people have to work long hours?
In my opinion, I think business people do have to work for long hours, especially at the starting of a business, because there needs to be a lot of things that need to be managed, and like financial stuff and employees. You need to ensure customer satisfaction as well. So you need to be able to give all your time and effort into the business to make it more successful. But on the long run, I don't think it is very necessary, because you would have enough manpower and planning to keep a business running without even investing a lot of your times in it.
How do business people relax?
Business people, I think it depends on a perspective of a person, because some people like isolating themselves and reading books or watching a movie, and other people try to go out and have fun with their friends or family. Some people even do physical exercises, meditation or yoga to relax. Nevertheless, the method doesn't matter, but the people need to be able to relax and be stress-free so that it doesn't affect the future of the business.
Okay, so let's move on to the topic of small businesses. How can a small business grow big?
I think for a business to grow bigger, it needs a lot of aspects, like planning, first of all, because without a proper plan and setting a proper goal, you wouldn't be able to achieve your goal, and you would just be lost and confused, which can hamper the future of your business. And the next thing would be, I think, income stability. You need to invest a certain income in your business. So if you are not stable enough, you wouldn't be able to invest the income. And Next thing would be the quality of your products as well. If you're selling a product and the quality is not good enough, then obviously the consumers are not going to be satisfied. And the major aspect of a business needs to be, the goal needs to be consumer satisfaction.
Okay, finally, let's talk about globalization. What are the impacts of globalization and on small and large businesses?
I think globalization is a very interesting topic because it is very debatable. There is a lot of debate about if globalization is good for a business or if it's bad. I think globalization does have positive aspects for a business because it gives international recognition to the business, and people could the business person could get more consumers, international consumers. But it does have many negative effects as well, because it would be hard for people to keep up with the fluctuation in the exchange rate in international markets. The regulations in the international markets also change time to time, so it might be hard for a person who cannot keep up with regular news. And
Okay, thank you so much. With that, we come to the end of the speaking test. Okay, so the overall test was really good. I could see that you were really confident while you were speaking. Your fluency was up to the mark. The vocabulary, which is known as lexical least words, right? You were using wide range of vocabulary. Very good. You were coherent. I could sense some amount of nervousness during the middle of the section, especially after the part 2 is over, right? And the second question, if I'm not wrong, you were a bit nervous. Maybe that was because you tried to extend your answers, which was not required, frankly speaking. But still, it was good. So next time you can make sure that you don't try to extend your answers unnecessarily if it's not required. If you run out of ideas, then you're gonna take pause, right? Which wouldn't be suitable under those circumstances. And also on the other question, I could see you again ran out of ideas. But if I have to talk about the whole speaking test, these were just minor, very minor errors, which would be negligible. So the whole test went pretty good. Thank you so much.
thank you, sir.